Hello, all of my beautiful Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign friends. I am High Priestess LaChondevi with Power Life Hypnosis, and this is your July 2018 love and romance reading. As always, I would like to say thank you so much to all of those who thumbs up and liked my videos. Thank you to all of those who commented and shared my videos. Thank you to all of my old subscribers as well as all of my new subscribers. And a very special thank you to all of those who recently joined my new Vimeo family. I appreciate the love and the support from all of you. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. Also, Virgo, if you are single and you would like to know who your future long-term romantic partner is, including details such as when you'll meet your partner, where you'll meet your partner, what your partner will look like, how to recognize him or her, your partner's astrological sign, some additional details that I do not share here, as well as a full reading as to how to align yourself with your future partner and the ideal relationship of your dreams, you can now book a future partner reading with me directly through the description box below. And the future partner readings have now doubled in length, so I'm very excited to be bringing you all these readings at this time. You can also book an extended future partner reading with me in the description box below, as well as a 20, 30, or 45-minute private reading as well. So go ahead and check out those details. If you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can also contact me at any time through the Instant Go app. And the link for that is www.instantgo.com/powerlifehypnosis. And there you can text, call, and video chat. So go ahead and check that out. The links to my website as well as Instant Go are in the description box below. So you can go ahead and check those details out. Alrighty, my lovely Virgos. So these are general readings, of course. So the messages may or may not resonate with you. If the messages do not resonate with you, you can check your moon and rising sign videos, as those messages may. And if these messages do resonate, you can check your moon, sun, and rising sign videos in order to gain a more complete picture of your love and romantic relationships during July 2018. So my lovely Virgos, let's go ahead and get started. So I have here 3 cards for your theme. I have here 4 predictions, and then I'll go ahead and get into your oracle guidance so you can bring out the best outcome in this situation. So regarding the theme of your love lives, Virgos, I have here 3 cards. Of the first card that I chose was actually this one, and this card says worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. I also have here you deserve love. You are lovable. And the third card that I have here is number 47, the thinking woman, for your theme. So taking these 3 cards together, this worth waiting card, of course, is speaking of divine timing being at work. And I also have another card here, actually 2 cards here, referring to divine timing. So that looks like it's a big theme. So it looks like, you know, there could be somebody from your past, perhaps, that is worth waiting for, or just some type of situation is worth doing the work for, worth putting in the effort for. It's worth waiting for. It's worth allowing the situation to unfold. But know that divine timing is bringing you your ideal situation, your ideal love, in the ideal moment. It's so interesting how soulmates, you know, they come into our lives at particular times, and soulmates, the right soulmate, always seems to come into your life or into our lives in order to help heal and move us forward with whatever we are experiencing at that time. So, I just got a message saying the initial brush of infatuation is only the first step upon the long road of developing a fulfilling relationship. So that could be a message for some of you, maybe not all of you. But again, it's so interesting how soulmates, you know, particular soulmates come into our lives at particular times, you know, the perfect timing. For example, say we've had another soulmate, and that soulmate came into our lives at a time when another soulmate came into our lives. Does that make sense? Say you were to switch the people, right? And it seems as though, you know, that person, the other person was to come at the wrong time, you know, then the effect wouldn't be the same. You know, does that make sense? So again, it looks like, you know, a situation is worth waiting for, and it's unfolding at the right time. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So I also have here, you deserve love. You are lovable. So this is saying that The angels are on your side. You have the strength to move forward and reach your goal, reach your target when it comes to romance. You see, she has this bow and arrow here, and she looks focused on her target, and her target is love. You know, she has the cherubim behind her, backing her up, the romance angels backing her up. So she has, you know, help, support from the higher realms, from the spiritual realms, from God, universe, spirit, her higher power. She has this assistance, and she has her eye on the prize. And if you can see this river here beneath her, there looks like there could have been some challenging emotional energy that she may have been experienced, or that she may be experiencing at this time. Nevertheless, this woman knows that she deserves love, and she knows that love is hers, and she knows that down here it says you are lovable. So because she knows these things, regardless of the challenging energy, the challenging emotional energy that may be going on behind her, that may be at her feet, that she may be experiencing, she knows that she is worthy of love, and she has her eye on the prize, and she is moving forward toward a higher vibration of love here. She's going for it. So that could be an energy that you are experiencing during the month of July as well. And then with this Thinking Woman card, again, we have this number 47, Thinking Women. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's some spiritual evolution, spiritual growth in this situation. And this Thinking Woman can also be speaking of gaining a higher understanding regarding your love life during the month of July, gaining a higher understanding, or you could be dealing with a woman who will provide this to you, you know, who will help you develop this. So this could just be your energy or somebody assisting you with this, but this is somebody, or you could be understanding your feelings better, using your logic to transform and transcend your love life, because I see this, you know, this butterfly here. So again, learning about your love life, learning, helping to understand your feelings. You may be also going in some new direction in your love life as well. This can also represent a lover coming in, who can be very thoughtful, who can be very conscious, very aware of their emotions, willing to provide you with love. Or this can be your energy as well during the month of July. So let's go ahead and get into your predictions here. So for your first prediction, I see that in the past, many of you Virgos, or us Virgos, I'm a Virgo moon, so many of us within the Virgo collective, we have been in third-party situations, triangle situations, the triangle card here. So this says a third party disrupts your love in form of work, family, or distraction. So it could have been that we were with a partner, and, you know, it could have been another individual that could have came into this relationship, creating a third-party energy, creating a triangle. Or it could have been that our lovers at some point could have been extremely focused on work, focused on hobbies, focused on families, focused on a distraction, focused on, you know, substance abuse, focused on something other than the relationship. Or this could have been us, you know, this could have been us as well. Again, I see here that right now, divine timing is at play in this situation. So again, we have this worth waiting for. And then we have this card of divine timing. And this says divine time is bringing you together. Love that is true has no time limit. So this being a theme and in the center position in this second spread here, or in this first spread here, again, I do see that, you know, this situation maybe has been going for some time. However, it seems as though it could be that, you know, the time is now. July is going to be a very, very big month. There's going to be a lot of forward movement where there and relationships that have been stagnant for some time. So let's see. I'm going to go here at the bottom of the deck, and it looks like many of you are taking chances regarding a commitment. You're taking some kind of chance, rolling the dice, in order to move your relationship into a higher level of commitment. So you're rolling the dice. This love is a game of chance. Playing for keeps is anyone's sake regarding moving your relationship to the next level of love and unity. And this is in a very unique relationship. And you may know that you're in a very special, very unique love bond with the snowflake crystal. No two snowflakes are the same. So this is a very, very unique relationship. This love bond, unique as it is once in a lifetime. So it could be a, a divine partnership or something like that, a soulmate connection. And then I have here, once again, patience is now required. So sweetness, divine timing, enjoying the sweetness of life, enjoying the sweetness of every day, enjoying the journey, not just being focused on the destination. Patience is now required. Relax, enjoy the sweetness of life, and let the universe take care of the details. And it looks like the outcome and what's going to happen here is there's going to be some kind of gift that we will be receiving, Virgos. So expect a gesture or a gift to reveal their true feelings. So somebody may be revealing how they feel about us, Virgos, through a gift or a gesture. And this gesture could be communication. This gesture could be anything. Writing a letter, which is a form of communication, but it can be a phone call, written word, or spoken word. It could be written word, anything like that. It could be a bouquet of flowers. Somebody could be bringing you flowers, Virgos. But I do see here that there is some kind of gift that will be coming in during the month of July here. So, look out for that. Keep a lookout for that. Okay, so let's move forward to your, let's see. I'm going to go over here to your Kippur predictions. So, regarding your Kippur predictions, at the bottom of the deck here, I have this grief and adversity card. On the top, I have a little child. And then in the center here, I have living room, good gentleman, as well as rich girl. Okay. So again, grief and adversity on the bottom, a little child, living room, good gentleman, rich girl. So taking these cards together, we have the focus here of this good gentleman in the center. And this good gentleman is going to be, this is usually an older male. This could be an older male over the age of 40. So some of you may be dealing with an older male over the age of 40, or this can be you. If not, an older male, this can just be a male lover. This can be a mature male. This can be somebody who's a father figure. I see your situation where many of you Virgos may be in a situation where there's an older male and a younger female, because this rich girl represents a younger female here. So this is a situation where many of you are dating, or again, an older male, younger female. It doesn't necessarily have to be that. It can be an older male energy and a younger female, feminine energy. So if you're in a same-sex relationship, take this as it resonates with you. So again, I see here this good gentleman in the center, and it looks like with this grief and adversity card that this good gentleman may have been experiencing some challenges here. So this good gentleman, so this could be your partner, or this can be you. There could have been some depression going on from this good gentleman, or he could have been experiencing this. This good gentleman may have also had some addictions, some issues with addictions as well, for example. And this looks like it's something that has happened. This is some past energy. So if you are this rich girl, if you're this female, know that if you are dealing with an older male, these are the energies that may be going on with this individual. But again, take this however it resonates with you, because this is a general reading. So I'm seeing here that this good gentleman also, he can be with this a little child card here. He can be seeking a new beginning, working towards a new beginning, working towards a fresh start. He could be planning for newness in his romantic life. He wants a new beginning here, and he could want this new beginning with this rich girl. So I see that this okay, it looks like this rich girl here has perhaps separated herself, moved away, separated herself from this good gentleman, because they are facing away. The rich girl is facing away from the good gentleman. So she may have turned away from him, separated herself from him, in the past. It looks like moving into the future, this good gentleman is going to be seeking to feel at home with himself. You know, maybe he was not at some time, but he's seeking to feel at home, comfortable in his soul. So he may be wanting to move forward, you know, from this grief and adversity. He may be wanting to, again, move forward from this depression or these addictions, attain a new beginning here in order to feel more comfortable with himself, in order to feel more at home in his soul, or in order to feel more comfortable with this rich girl as well. So that is what I see here going on during the month of July with this Kippur prediction. So with your Lenormand prediction I have here, this is your third prediction. We're going to go to the a clover card. So I have clover at the top of the deck, the heart, I also have here the fox, I have here Betty Page with the whip, and then I also have here the Rider. Okay, so taking these cards together, let me go ahead and give you some descriptions here of who you can be dealing with during the month of July. So let's see. Regarding the physical appearance of this person, you could be dealing with somebody who has, let's see here. I'm seeing somebody with a body type that could either be, let's see. Well, with this Rider card here, the Rider card is somebody who's fit. They may have strong legs, a good stature. You know, they may be lean. And then this fox card is somebody who's mostly fit and in shape. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody who could be in shape with this whip card here in the center. I didn't think about that. The whip card here in the center also stands for repetitive activity, so that's some sort of exercise. So with this whip and this Rider card together, I do see somebody, for many of you, you're dealing with somebody who could be fit in shape, who can have a nice body, who can be good looking. This could be somebody, if not, you know, that, then possibly curvy. If not that, then curvy. Because keep in mind, not all Virgos are dating the same person. So I'm trying to give all of the different descriptions here, the ways that this can go. So this could be somebody, I am seeing somebody attractive. For many of you, this is somebody with brown hair, or really all colors except for black. For some of you, this is red or copper hair, copper colored hair, red hair, brown, red, or copper. I'm seeing brown hair as a big theme. Again, all colors except for black. This could be somebody who has a distinct walk. This could be somebody who's maybe light on their feet, for example. This could be somebody who has eyes that are colored, for example, green with this clover card here. Green eyes, hazel eyes, blue eyes. Again, I am seeing somebody here who could be considered attractive. Okay, the signs here that I'm seeing, some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Those are, or Scorpio, because this whip card here, this is my sex card, and Scorpio has a very strong sexual energy. So again, Scorpio, Sag, Aquarius are the different themes that I'm seeing here. So let's see. Okay, so regarding this combination here, what could be going on? So first, let me say I have these two jacks here with this heart card and this whip card here, and that can stand for a rivalry, a combative rivalry rather, or this can be a warning in some way. And then these two nines here can stand for some hard work needing to be done or taking place. So let's start here with this clover card at the bottom as a foundation here. So this clover card is a positive card. It can mean luck, opportunities, and things like that. It can also mean flings, having quick flings. It can mean something happening unexpectedly, an unexpected encounter with somebody. This can also speak of giving somebody, or achieving, or attaining rather, a second chance, reconciling with somebody, for example. This can also be a new opportunity for those of you who may have been single for a while. I do see some energy of potentially a new lover here, because this card can represent a new lover, as well as the writer can be a new lover coming in, and the heart card here at the top. All these three cards can represent a new lover coming in. So some of you may be dealing with a new lover. Some of you can be reconciling with somebody, giving somebody a second chance, bringing up the energy of this new lover here, because again, there is a second chance. So that's another you know, way that this can go. So again, some of you may be attaining, taking on a new lover. A new lover may be coming through, providing you with a new love offer in some way. So it looks like, if not that situation, because we do have this fox card here, and the fox card can be somebody who is the fox here in the Lenormand is sneaky, cunning, sly. This fox here has ulterior motives. So somebody could be being sneaky, trying to have a romantic rendezvous with you, you know, trying to have a quick fling with you. So somebody could be, you know, it could be a friend trying to sneak. Somebody could be trying to sneak and have you know, a sexual relationship with you, because we have here again, this is my sex card with the whip, and then we have the writer here who can represent a lover. So somebody could be trying to sneak and have a you know, a quick fling with you. So that could be the warning here. So just be aware. You know, somebody could be having ulterior motives. So even if there's a reconciliation between you two, it could be, you know, a reconciliation of, you know, physical reconciliation. It could be a reconciliation of differences here, but it could be that somebody is trying to come in and, you know, have a fling with you. And there are ulterior motives there. So they may be trying to appear like they, you know, want a relationship or something, when they really just want to smash and dash. Like that could be a potential here. And it's interesting because that also came up, I believe, in the Cancer reading. So if you have sun, moon, or rising, or if you are dealing with the Cancer, go ahead and check out that video. It's interesting because my sun is in Cancer. My birthday is July 1st, you guys. It's on Sunday. I'm really excited. So because I'm still shooting this in June. So again, that came up in that reading. So I have the sun in Cancer and the moon in Virgo. So interesting. I'm going to heed that warning there. Okay, so let's see. Another way that this can go is it could be that somebody's sending some messages over and over again, because this can be repetitive action. So somebody could be repeatedly sending you messages or something like that, that again have an ulterior motive here, because this writer can stand for messages coming in, or it can stand for a visitor. So somebody may be coming to visit, you know, because they may want a sexual encounter with you, but there's an ulterior motive there. So they may make it seem as though they're coming for one reason, or they, you know, want to reconcile, whatever it is. You know, they may be coming for one reason, but it looks like they could be coming, you know, for a sexual encounter there. So that's another way that this can go. And let's see, somebody could also be just sending some messages, you know, with an ulterior motive as well. There may be a visit with an ulterior motive, anything like that. Some of you could be having some very heated discussions, for example, perhaps about some sneakiness. So there may be some heated discussions, perhaps some arguments, but you know, this stands for passionate discussions, heated discussions, highly charged, highly emotionally charged discussions about somebody's sneakiness, about a lover's sneakiness or something like that. It could be about somebody coming in quickly and leaving just as quickly, because that's another meaning here of the writer. The writer is somebody who comes to visit. He comes in fast and he leaves fast. So that could have been an aspect of this relationship as well. Okay, so that's what I have regarding that Lenormand prediction. So let's go ahead and get into your last prediction before we go into your guidance. So I'm using my prediction cards here, and it's interesting because I do see another situation with you know, an older male and a younger female here, but I'll go ahead and tell you the players in this situation in a second. So as I was shuffling the deck, 3 cards came out. And it looks like, excuse me, some of you may have been attaining self-love through some challenges. Perhaps maybe somebody was ghosted. So perhaps you ghosted somebody, somebody ghosted you. That could have brought some challenges, but that could have been what prompted a increase in self-love in some way for some of you. Okay. So regarding the past here, the more distant past, it looks like some of you, let's see. So you could have been dating somebody. It could have been a new relationship, for example, a casual relationship, a new relationship. But it looks like somebody could have been playing games. Or it looks like, well, yes, I do see somebody was playing games, but it looks like it could have been either a new relationship, or this could have been a new beginning in your dating life. So you could have attained a new beginning in your dating life after maybe somebody was playing games with you, or maybe playing games has been a factor in your love life for a lot of you. And it looks like you may have been releasing this negative energy regarding playing games. There was some healing going on. So this healing could have came through having some relations with somebody, you know. You could have either been healing from a relationship, healing from a sexual relationship where there were games being played here. Or you could have been healing and releasing these games, the effect of these games through sexual relationships. So this is a past energy, so you're going to know how that situation resonates with you. But it looks like whatever happened here was destined, was fated. So it was for a higher purpose. It was for a reason here. So this healing from this sexual relationship, or this healing through the sexual relationship, was destined, was fated, was meant to bring, you know, some kind of karmic lesson, was meant to help you grow and evolve. And sometimes lessons can be painful, but at the end, they're always for the better. So moving forward, on the other side of this energy, where there was this releasing, where there was this healing, it looks like you may have attained some fulfillment. You may have attained some sort of fulfillment here. You may have had some hidden feelings about somebody, maybe somebody that you are detached from. So you release something and there's some detachment here, even though there could still be loyalty or hidden feelings about this person. And it looks like this person who you may be detached from, or you may have detached yourself from, may have been somebody that you still love and you still care about. And there could have been a small setback in this situation. Nevertheless, again, I have some good energy saying that overall, all is well, all has been well. You know, there's some positive energy here as a result of this detachment, even though these hidden feelings are still there. So what's going on now, it looks like I do have here, again, a physical connection. I have here a divine union. So some of you are dealing with the soulmate. So this can be a twin flame. This can be, I do have, let me tell you the players in here. I do have a lot of karmic energy here. So a karmic partner. Again, I have this older male at the bottom of the deck. And then I do have this female as well. I have here, again, karmic partner, karmic partnerships. I have here past love. I do have here, let's see. So some of you could be in a third-party situation with a, you know, a young, well, with, you know, with two people of 2 different ages. So it could be a much older male and a younger male, for example, or a much older female and a younger female. So that's something that, you know, maybe you can be in a situation with, or in rather. But I do see here it's past love. I do see here a new lover as well. So okay, moving forward. So regarding right now, I do see here again, many of you are in or you could be dealing with somebody who's a soulmate, a karmic partner, a twin flame, you know, a divine mate here. And it looks like there's been some isolation from this person. Nevertheless, it looks like this isolation is going to come to an end, and it's going to come to a completion. So somebody's going to come out of isolation, you know, so that we did have that energy of ghosting, you know, bringing these challenges. And it looks like that energy is going to transcend here. You're going to be moving forward from this energy. So again, I have here this ending, the completion to this isolation. You're going to feel as though it's bringing success into your love life. And you could be experiencing this with an older, more mature female. So a female over the age of 30, or female older than you, or a mature female. Or again, if you have a third-party situation, this can be the older female that you are going towards. Take this however it resonates with you, because you could be this older female as well. But it looks like regarding this female, this older female, so you could be this female, you could be dealing with this female. And again, it looks like there is some really good energy coming here, in particular once some news is received. So we do have, again, remember, we have this Rider card. The Rider card speaks of news coming, messages coming, you know, from afar, messages from a distance, a visitor coming. We also have here this card of gifts, saying expect a gesture or gift to reveal their true feelings. So again, there's going to be some kind of message, some kind of news that's received, and it's going to be regarding a reconciliation of a love offer, a reconciliation and a love offer. So somebody may be giving this female here a love offer, again, to reconcile. So that is some very, very positive energy. You may feel as though your love life is moving toward a more successful direction once this message is received, once this news is received, in order to begin this reconciliation. And again, remember, the card on the bottom of the deck here for this Lenormand spread is a card of reconciling, is a card of reconciliation. So that looks like it can be a large theme there. So on the other side of this energy of what's going on right now, so what we spoke of just now was whatever you could be experiencing at this moment, whenever you're watching this, or this can be the theme here for you this month. And on the other side of this energy, so for many of you, this is going to be the first half of the month, or again, just on the other side of whenever you're watching this, the upcoming days, weeks, however that works out. It looks like you're thinking about this commitment. You could be thinking about this commitment, or you could be thinking about a commitment with somebody else. For example, a karmic partnership. You could be thinking about a third party situation, you know, the third person, or if you are in a third party, if you have two potential suitors, two potential lovers, you could be thinking about the other person. But you could be thinking about some secrets here. You know, something is a secret. But again, you know, considering this commitment, even with this karmic partner here, some of you may have a secret partner. You may be keeping secrets from a past love, for example. Or you could have had some miscommunications. Or you could be having some miscommunications or some misunderstandings with a past love about slow movement in the relationship. Perhaps if this is a reconciliation and you were separated, about, you know, what took this person so long to come forward, for example. But there's some, you know, again, some discussions and things about this slow movement. But know that regarding this slow movement, things are not all as they seem. You know, so you may have some doubts and some uncertainties, but it looks like those are not needed, because even if it looks like there's challenges on the surface, things are not all as they seem. So any doubts or uncertainties are not necessarily, you know, needed at this time. But you may still have some of those, which is, you know, understandable. Especially if there was some hurt feelings in the past, you know, because there's been some healing here. So there may be some doubts and uncertainties, for example, if a person returns, because you may not want to experience that again. So, okay, going towards the end of the month here, let me say this before I go into that. Some of you could be keeping secrets from a karmic partner about a past love that you had misunderstandings with. Okay, so on the other side of this energy, it looks like many of us are going to be experiencing a change of heart, a change of mind, or a change of perspective regarding how we show love to a karmic partner. And this could be the younger person. So for some of you, this can be a younger female. I just got a message of, do not sweep resentments under the carpet, but expose them to the bright light of truthfulness with each other. So that can be a theme for some of you, not all of you. Again, that message says, Do not sweep resentments under the carpet, but expose them to the bright light of truthfulness with each other. Okay, there we go. So, okay, back to these cards now. So again, I see that some of you may be receiving some kind of, or you know, having some kind of change of heart, change of mind, change of perspective regarding how you show love to this karmic partner. Again, this could be the younger partner for many of you. And it may be because you make a decision regarding this partner, and it could be the decision to leave somebody in the cold. So because some of you may be in a third party situation, some of you may be, you know, leaving a karmic partner behind, for example, for a twin flame, leaving a karmic partner behind for a divine mate. But I do see that somebody's going to decide to leave somebody in the cold. There could be some feeling of betrayal as well. And this could be because, yes, I have here a new lover coming up. So again, because I do see a lot of reconciliation, this new lover could be showing up. This new lover could be showing up, even though this could be somebody from the past. This could be, you know, a past energy, but coming up now. So there could have been a disconnect between you for some time. So that's why this person is showing up again as a new lover, because this person may not have been in your life, or you may not have been in a relationship with this person for some time. So it looks like, you know, there could be some decision to go towards a new lover, for example, who you may feel as though is your true love. And you may be moving forward in this situation in order to, you know, grant your wishes. You may be moving forward into a place where you feel as though your wishes are granted. So whoever it is that you want to be with, it looks like you may be moving forward with that person. So it could be a whole new lover, because again, we have these cards here speaking of a whole new lover or just a new lover. So it could be a totally new person, or this could be a past energy coming back as a new lover. But again, you are moving forward and your wishes are going to be granted, and it looks like things are going to be great. So it looks like all that self-love, you know, all those things paid off. The karmic lessons were learned here. So that is really wonderful. Okay. Just trying to see if there's anything else I can pick up here. Okay, that's what I see. So now, my lovely Virgos, let's go ahead and go into your oracle guidance so we can see how to bring about the best outcome here. It's great that we have all this nice reconciliation energy here. So for those of you who have been seeking a reconciliation, you know, again, we have divine timing. So the time could be now. Okay. All right. So regarding your guidance here, the first cards I will go into are these crystal cards. So the first card that I have is Aquamarine, Divine Life Purpose, Peridot rather, Life Lessons. And these cards say, so this Aquamarine card says Divine Life Purpose, trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. So you are being led in the right direction. So trust spirit, trust God, trust universe, trust your higher power, trust your intuition, trust the direction that you are being led. You know, trust the timing that is occurring here. But trust the signs in your inner guidance, because you are being led toward the best outcome for this situation. So you may already have an idea of what to do. Or it could just be a matter of, what I'm hearing, making the decisions that when you choose to make these decisions, you feel happy in your heart. So maybe you're faced with different options, you know, choosing the one that makes your heart feel the best, you know, going in that direction. Life lessons. You can break free from recurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and blessings they contain. So it looks like many of us have been involved with karmic partners, you know, karmic situations here. And again, many of us were involved in twin flame divine partnerships and things like that. And this is saying if we want to step out of, you know, that cycle, these negative patterns, the patterns that could have caused rifts in past relationships, maybe shadow work needs to be done. You know, the shadow side, the shadow aspects of our personalities. You know, we can break free from these patterns by, again, praying, asking God, Spirit, Universe, your higher power to understand the lesson. And then from there, we can shift our view of the situation. Just like, you know, the soulmate things and learning of lessons, you know, there can be soulmates that come into our lives that create such challenges for us. You know, some of us may have been in mentally or emotionally abusive relationships. You know, some of us have been in challenging relationships. And the best thing to do from that is you understand that those individuals were put in our lives at a particular time for that particular reason, in order to bring up something from the shadows, bring up some unresolved issues, bring something up so we can take a look at it and clear it and move forward into a higher energy, a higher vibration of love and light. So the same thing is true when it comes to our experiences. You know, we can ask God, Universe, Spirit, our higher powers, what is the lesson in this? And that can clear up some of that negative energy. So then the resentments, the pain, the negative energy that affected us from that situation can be released, because we can look at the higher purpose for that situation. We can take that knowledge and we can move forward in a better way, never slipping back, always evolving, ever evolving and moving forward in a better way and attaining more love, more fulfillment in future relationships. So we have to be able to look at the past in a more neutral way, because any of those resentments that we hold on to, they affect our relationships in the future. Every time we have a negative experience in a relationship and we break up or we end a relationship and there's hostility or there's pain there and we don't process it, we don't heal from it, you know, that stays trapped within us. And what happens is it affects future relationships. So if we still have, for example, say we're in a connection where there was some infidelity, then we may, if we do not take the time to understand that the infidelity was on that person's behalf and it had nothing to do with us, regardless of what they said, because some people can, cheat on their partners and say, oh, you made me do it. No, nobody makes you do anything. You choose to do that for yourself. But, you know, we can look at the situation and say, okay, it had nothing to do with me. I'm a wonderful, loving, you know, person. I'm lovable. I'm worthy. Again, I deserve love here. You know, I did everything that I could. I did everything right. So it had nothing to do with me and everything to do with that person. You know, so we take that knowledge and we raise ourselves up and we dust ourselves off and we move forward into a happier, healthy relationship by learning and, you know, becoming involved with somebody who is on a different level than that, you know, or somebody who resonates with us in a different way, connects with us in a better way, you know. So that's one way of going about it. Or we can hold on to these resentments and then we move forward into new relationships, and that will create problems if we don't heal, forgive, let go. Because, for example, it could be that our partner just goes down to the store. We may be thinking, oh my gosh, is this person going to go meet somebody or something like that? And then when they come back, we may have a fearful energy, and, you know, others subconsciously pick up on that, you know. And our subconscious beliefs also influence our actions and what we do, you know. So we could also be coming and acting out of a place of fear because of that subconscious belief that never got addressed or released from the past. So it's very important to look at our situations for what they are, take the lesson and move forward and into higher vibrations of love. So I have here 3 cards of mending, which is actually a very similar meaning to, you know, what we were just speaking of with this mending card. I also have here the card of number 23 in the reverse. This is card of peace, and number 39 in the reverse, new life. So again, this mending card is very, very similar, and it has a similar meaning because it says that when we don't allow ourselves to heal, you know, those emotions, they stay trapped within us. And another thing is when we don't allow ourselves, this is card number 52, so it's speaking of going within, you know, going within for the answers, reflection. calling on your spirituality for answers. And there's also, you know, another aspect of this card is when we in life have negative emotions and we do not free them from our bodies, when we do not cry them out, allow them to heal, when we do not release them, they can also park themselves in our bodies and later in life manifest as illness, disease, you know, things like that. So keep that in mind. It's very, very important for us to release toxic emotions, because if we don't release toxic emotions, the toxicity stays within us and it has to come out some way or another. So whether it comes out through our tears or it comes out in a form of an illness later in life, it needs to be released some kind of way. So always keep that in mind. It's the best thing to do to heal our emotions, not sweep them under the rug. You know, sweeping them under the rug causes them to park themselves in our bodies. So, you know, it could also be a good idea for you to forgive, you know, release angers, release resentments. If necessary, you know, make amends with somebody. Release the negative energy, mend a connection, mend your heart, mend your soul, you know, connecting between two people, figuring out the common threads you have. And it's interesting because a lot of the time in relationships, for example, in relationships with like narcissists and their supply, both people are coming from the same need. You know, both people are coming out of the same energy of, you know, for example, rejection from childhood, you know, a need to be loved. They're both coming out of the same thing, but how it manifests is in two different ways, because somebody with a more narcissist, you know, energy will manifest that through taking advantage of others or, you know, abusing others and things like that. You know, coming out of egoism. And then the supply come out of allowing others to abuse them. So it's just really interesting how that plays out. But, you know, this can be making amends with somebody and figuring out the common threads. So this peace card in the middle, it speaks of a change coming. And this says to experience peace in your life no matter what you are experiencing. So even if the outside circumstances seem chaotic, or even if there's, you know, lower vibrational energy or whatever you may be experiencing, challenging energy going on in your external world, this is saying internally, make sure to keep the peace. Make sure to keep the peace within. And so within as without, you know, so we are peaceful within, regardless of what is going on in our external, we can still view the world through peace. And we can still be peaceful regardless of tornadoes going on around us, chaos going on around us. You know, it's like a calm center in the eye of the storm, for example. So be that center. And know that with this 39 card, this is speaking of transitions, progressing, moving forward. Maybe there was a lack of that for a while, but it looks like you may be doing that at this time. And this says to be gentle with yourself as you are awakening into a new life, as you are awakening into a new phase. To me, it reminds you of, say, you were in a cave forever and then you come out of the cave and it's bright and you have to like wipe your eyes because it's so bright, being in this bright, beautiful new life. You know, this is a new life of opportunities, and this is in the upright. This speaks of opportunities, you know, new beginnings, wonderful new beginnings, just like this, a little child card here, wonderful new beginnings here, new opportunities. But again, you may have been in the cave for a while, so you're coming out. So it's important to be gentle with yourself during this time. You don't have to rush, you know, just let things unfold and know that everything is working out in the best way, in the best timing for you. So just go with the flow, be peaceful, be the center in the calm center in the eye of the storm, and go ahead and release any anger, you know, make amends, figure out the common threads that you share with others. Forgive. You don't have to forget, but forgive. So I'll read your empowerment messages, your postcard from Spirit, and this will wrap up your reading. So regarding your empowerment messages, I have here the card of rebirth as well as strength. Rebirth says, no matter what happens, you can find new wings. No matter what happens, you can begin again. You can find new wings. You can rise like the phoenix out of the ashes, right? Rise from the past. Accept the positive change that is coming. Open yourself up and welcome the positive change that is coming. It's interesting because sometimes we may want things to happen, but we have a hard time receiving. So one very, very, very powerful affirmation you can use is the affirmation of I'm receiving now. I'm receiving all the love. For example, I'm receiving all the love the universe has for me now. You know, that affirmation is very, very strong. And the more you say it, the more it gets into your subconscious, and you will watch the miracles unfold from using that affirmation. So I highly recommend doing that. Repeat it in your head, you know, as you're walking the dog, taking a shower, cooking, washing dishes, you know, vacuuming. Repeat that and know that as you say that, the universe is hearing you and seeing that you are open and ready and willing to accept the gifts that the universe has for you. And then strength. You have courage. You can endure. You can endure. You know, there's been a lot of time here. You know, you may feel as though you've been waiting for some time. You may feel as though time has been moving by slowly, but you can endure. Find your center. Remember, again, find your center. Be the eye of the storm. Find your center and spiral. Wow. Again, the storm, a tornado. That's so interesting. Spiral into your power. Spiral into your power. And the final message that I have for you, Virgos, is your postcard from Spirit, last but not least. And this message says, Dearest you, there are times when loss is a part of life. Sometimes loss is welcome, like when you leave a situation not in alignment with your highest good. Sometimes the loss is sudden and painful, like when a loved one crosses over into our dimension. Regardless of the nature of the loss and your control over it, your experience is asking to be acknowledged. Tears are necessary. Tears are necessary, as is grief. When you repress the natural expression of loss and try to move on too quickly, right? And we got this life lessons card. Wow. Wow. When you repress the natural expression of loss and try to move on too quickly, the unprocessed pain haunts you in destructive ways. That's exactly what we were speaking of. That's a very, very strong message for us. We need to heal, release, forgive. Forgiveness is important for us. Forgiveness doesn't mean that we condone another's behavior, but it means that we are releasing the anger and the resentment so it no longer affects us in our relationships, because that's the only person that it affects. Anger and resentments only affect us. They don't affect the other person. So again, one more time. When you repress the natural expression of loss and try to move on too quickly, the unprocessed pain haunts you in destructive ways. We don't want that for you. Instead, let your heart break open wide. Feel the loss and integrate it. See the beauty that was, the lessons learned, and know that as you let go of what has passed, ever more of you remains. It gets better, we promise. Your heart expands with more compassion for the world than ever before, and love heals all. You know, this card also says, think when it comes to mending a relationship, think, what would love do? What would love do? That's a question to ask yourself. What would love do? We are loving you, sending you love always and forever. Alrighty, my lovely, lovely Virgo friends, those are the messages that I have for you regarding your love and romantic relationships during the month of July 2018. I hope that I was able to provide you with some useful guidance and messages. Again, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at my website, PowerLifeHypnosis.com. If you'd like to book a future partner reading with me, you can do so now through the description box below, so go ahead and check that out. Thumbs up and like this video if the messages resonate with you. Comment, share, and please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. I love you all, my fellow Virgos, all those of us in the Virgo collective, and hello to the cross watchers as well. Thank you for watching this video. Much love to you all, and I look forward to seeing you here very, very soon for your mid-monthly readings. So again, go ahead, check out your moon, sun, and rising sign. Bye, Virgos.